Hey everybody, Brandon here, Mr. B's Fix It. So today I've decided to work on the 74 Super Beetle project. We're specifically trying to take the back apron of it and make it a removable one. So I got into it and started looking for all of the spot welds and drilling some of them out. And of course I started on one side, got pretty far into that, went to move to the other side and discovered that a lot of previous work had been done. Let's take a look at that. So here we are looking at the back of the bug, and here's the way that it goes. Normally this piece fits in more or less like that, you get the idea. And so what you have to do is this fits over the outside. This is over the side piece, right? And there's spot welds all along. And so what you do is you locate the spot welds and you drill them out, and that separates the two pieces. Now, the way that this was done back then was by hand, and it was an actual person did it. They had a big spot welder and they clamped it on there and did them. And you could have two, one at the top, the bottom. You could have 13, who knows? It's different for every car. So I can't tell you where to locate them or how many will be there. They are different for each one. The idea of this project, however, is to make it removable. So what I'm trying to do is undo it, and then I was going to make sure that both the surfaces were mated well. You'd have a bolt on the bottom where the fender would grab all three pieces, hook them together. You could then put a bolt at the top and hold it. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because once it's removed, look at the engine. Any of you that's familiar with a bug, or the engine comes out the back. Well, instead of having to lift the car up over it or drop it out of the bottom, or depending on what method you're going to use, it now could be unbolted, and using a floor jack or something similar, you could slide it out of the way very easily. It would look exactly the same, but here's the problem that I encountered. I got over to this side and there was quite a bit of work that had been done in the past. Now I expected to find the rust. That didn't surprise me. What I wasn't really looking at, and not surprising, I mean, it's a 74, it's a 40-plus-year-old car, 44 years old at this point. And so what had been done, though, is that there had been a lot of repair done in this section before. Some of it is bronzed on, some of it was welded, some of it was just body fill, tar, who knows. And you're going to encounter that sort of thing when you're working on these old cars. They're old, they've been repaired with anything you can imagine. So I encountered a lot of different things used on this car thus far for products, everything from glue and welding, bronzing, tar, self-tapping screws, pop rivets. The floor in it's been held in with anything you can imagine. And anywhere that there was a spot to be repaired, I'm encountering all that kind of stuff. So always keep that in mind when you're doing these kind of things, that you're going to lots of times find yourself undoing someone else's work. And not just our work. There was one patch in particular that I decided I wanted to repair it and like the look of it in the back corner of it. Here, I'll take a look at it now. So over in that corner, there was quite a bit of work done there, and by the time I got it excavated back to the original piece of bodywork right there, I encountered 5 layers of patches, 5 different patches and different layers. The first one was pop riveted. The next one was self-tapping screwed. There was a glued on one and then a welded one over all of that. And as you can see, I'm back to the original metal, but I haven't removed all of the work that's been done. So we're going to be putting a patch in there. I've ordered the correct replacement panels, and it's nice that I'm able to do that now and that they're all available on the market. So that's where we're at. And if you look throughout the car, you can see there's a patch. There's a patch on the side, the heater channels. I'm not replacing the heater channels in this car. I don't expect to have heat in it whatsoever. This is going to be a summer only car. I'm going to just have air blowing on the windshield to keep it defrosted. More patchwork over here. The floor pans are a combination of proper VW original pans and patches, and then patches on top of patches. And we've removed a few layers of patches. And sometimes there'll be a hole the size of a quarter and it's got a patch on it a foot square. It's unreal. Give you a quick look inside of the front of the car. Pretty well repaired all this back up again. There was a lot of work to be done here. Cleaned it all up. We've painted it black. We spray bed linered it after we did any repairs we needed to do. Removed some other bad patches. Removed multiple layers of paint. And now the tank is back in. Most of the plumbing has been done for it. Washer fluid jug. Interesting little note on that I will make here. They are pressurized with air. And that is how it sprays on the windshield. Is you pressurize it with air. You use this kit. This is original to it. Hooks onto the spare tire that would be sitting there, which pressurizes the bottle. Then a hose comes out of the bottom of it, goes up in through the firewall, I guess it would still be, goes to the wiper arm that is a controller for the sprayer, and that's how it works. Kind of cool, isn't it? Alright, thanks for joining me today for a little look at the 74 Super Beetle project and some of the body work we're doing and tin work and all that. Alright, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot more about this Super Beetle project. Thanks for watching.